So it is Wednesday, April 17th. The Hula Girls are performing at Viva Las Vegas, the world's largest rockabilly music festival weekender, that's what it is. The Hula Girls haven't performed there for years, certainly not at the pool party, which I'm super excited about. I'm not a vlogger. This isn't a vlogging channel, but I thought I'd take you guys along. So we'll see what happens. I am just about done packing. I gotta bring all of the guitars for my band because they all flew. And then, yeah. The house is clean. I have this thing where I have to like make my house spotless before I go. But we're not talking about that. Let's get out of here. The drive from my house to Las Vegas is about 4 hours. 4 hours through the desert with large stretches of barren landscape. But it's certainly way more developed now than it was back when I used to go to Vegas in the early 2000s. Thankfully, some of the development also includes my favorite burger place.
Hi, how are you? Would you like any ketchup?
No, thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much. A treat for the road, but there is one other place that I want to show you guys. For well over a decade, I've been stopping here at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. It's about the midway point between Los Angeles and Las Vegas, and I've seen it creep further and further into decay. And you can see there's a fence around the whole property. It doesn't look like this place has all that much longer to survive. You used to be able to walk right into the buildings, as terrifying as that was, but it's just another piece of roadside Americana that I'm afraid that we're gonna lose to decaying. Okay, but we don't have time to be standing around in the middle of the desert talking about old decaying Hawaiian hotels. We got to get to Las Vegas. And just outside of Baker, we come across our first car headed out to Viva Las Vegas. This is kind of the rite of passage for any old car driver. It's like, can your car make it to Viva Las Vegas? And I'm hoping that next year is the year for me. But how rad. And how expensive, man, with gas prices right now. So rad. Hey, dude. The road crew.
Took longer than you thought, huh?
Yeah, it was a drive. Cool. I'm gonna go park this thing.
Yeah, go park your thing. All right, man.
All right, I'll see you around. Here we are back at the Orleans. I literally can't tell you how many times I've stayed here before. Like, it's hard to quantify at this point. It's been a lot. And I guess I can have a friend over? I don't know. The event is paying for me to stay here, so I'm not gonna complain by any means. I also asked the guy at the counter if I could get a pool view. This, is the saddest looking pool I've ever seen. It's fine. I got a place to stay and I'm at the hotel. A lot of people make the mistake of going like, oh dude, I'll stay at the Gold Coast or I'll stay at the Rio or the Palms. And to be honest, the event is totally different if you do that. You're not immersed in this whole thing. Already it's Wednesday and already they have Rockabilly playing down in the hotel. So I guess we'll unpack and then maybe go grab a beer or something. This is stuff for performing. This is stuff for the guitar. Boots, hats. I went out, found a beer, came back, and went to sleep. All right, it's Thursday morning at Viva Las Vegas. It's 8 a.m. This is probably the earliest I've been up at Viva Las Vegas in probably ever.
Normally last night I would have gone out. There's a bunch of bands playing. There were some DJs playing till like 3 in the morning. I would have been up all night to see all of that. But I got to perform. So I'm more concerned about my throat and my voice and blowing that out. I know it seems so insignificant or whatever, but it's the smoke in the casino and like the dry Las Vegas air. I can feel it already taking a toll on my throat. And I'm singing 3 times this weekend and playing guitar. I'm not really concerned about the guitar playing. I'm more concerned about like my throat hanging. So this is the day that most attendees will start arriving, today and tomorrow really. My band does have rehearsal in the Viva Las Vegas rehearsal room today at 2:30. But before we do all that, I think we should go and check out a historical Las Vegas Tiki thing that still exists. It's a bit of a drive, but let's go. Stardust Hotel opened its doors in Las Vegas, Nevada in 1958. Just a short 2 years after that, they opened their own incredible tiki bar restaurant. I think it was mostly a restaurant. I think there was maybe the bar was in the casino. It's vague to me how the layout exactly worked for that restaurant. But we're gonna go to Sunset Park in Las Vegas, right next to the airport, incidentally, and check out something that remains on public display from the Aku Aku. It's been a lot of years since I've been here, but if my calculations are correct, on the other side of this pine tree, there it is. The last remaining vestige of a once great tiki temple from the Aku Aku, carved by Eli Headley in 1960. Incredible, isn't it? It makes you wonder how many people who come to this park have any clue what that thing is, where it's from, the history behind it. But like, why should they? I think it's just incredible that a piece of tiki history survived all these years, and it's massive. Look at how close the airport is. Crazy. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a goose fight going on out there. Goose fight. I'd love to hang out here a little bit longer, but we got to get back to the hotel. It's time for rehearsal. These are the back hallways of the Orleans Hotel. They back up to the ballrooms and the rehearsal room. Oh, look out for that guy. And as we enter the rehearsal room, who do we find but our longtime buddy, Mr. Ashley Kingman there from Big Sandy and the Fly Ride Boys, our bass player, Randy. Bobby, how many bands are you playing with this year?
Doing 9 sets of music, 3 with you,
Yeah.
and then 6 with everybody else.
Amazing.
I'm on TV.
Hi. Shorty? Hey. And Randy and Ashley. Ashley's not in the band though.
Are we on Tiki TV?
Not yet.
Want me to count it off?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Go lady in Luna, fresh off the ship of Tahiti from the south. Baby, I'm drowning in rum. We'll look for you across 7 seas down there.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
So after a successful rehearsal, I went back down to the casino floor, ran into a bunch of our friends, including my buddies Erica and Scott Goyette, Lola and John, my go-go dancers, and a bunch of other characters.
Man, you got it when it was empty.
This guy.
Should have got it when it was full. Hey, I learned from the best.
These are the dancers. You made it. Now I gotta bring some records to the merch zone. There's always a lot of anticipation before the vending opens for the weekend at Viva Las Vegas. If you want the really rare vintage stuff, you gotta get in line when it opens. Oh, by the way, some friends of the show brought me this little rubber Sparky. With my artist pass, they let me into the vending so I could drop off my records with some record vendors. It was the debut weekend of our brand new 45 on High Tide Recordings, Taboo, backed with Zombie Stomp. After accomplishing that, it was back down to the Alligator Bar for a beer, and then over to these jazz-playing alligators to meet up with some friends and my go-go dancers to head over to the Golden Tee.
There's Neva Moore looking like a spy from an early Bond film with her hidden dagger. And after a couple of beers and a short drive, we were back at the incredible Golden Tiki. There are a lot of different types of tiki bars in Vegas now. And that wasn't always the case, but I do have to say that Golden Tiki is certainly the most immersive. They do an incredible job with their lighting, their sounds, the cocktails are great. They have live entertainment and music like these ladies right here. But of course, the consummate host of the place is my buddy, the incomparable Adam Raines.
All right, so here we have the Toe in the Water, aka Pog Grog. This is in honor of the artist Big Toe. We did his Shrunken Head yesterday. We kicked off Viva, just like last year we did someone named Spike. We did a Shrunken Head for him and kicked off Viva. So we did the Golden Breezeway. Then this week we have the Pog Grog. So it has passion orange fruit guava. There is Hamilton Navy Strength, Lemba Spice, grapefruit, lime, and then special secrets you can't even disclose. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Adam.
I enjoyed my very tasty Pog Grog while my go-go dancer hassled me. We enjoyed the music, the performances, the atmosphere. Just perfect. After that, we went back to the menu, looked over some stuff, found another cocktail. You would be a fool to go to the Golden Tiki and not get your cocktails on fire. I think it's like an extra $1 or something. And like, who doesn't want to watch that? I thought she was gonna light that lady on fire, but she didn't. But look how beautiful. And then Adam showed up with a complimentary round of cocktails for our whole group. Like, just such incredible hospitality. Of course, we got to see the fire show as performed by Adam Raines. We hung out, ordered some food. Some of us did a little dancing. Super fun times with some super fun people. Then the girls asked me to come outside to take the obligatory Golden Tiki photo with them in the big shell. Take a selfie. Usually that big shell thing is inside, but when it gets crowded, they move it outside to the parking lot. Not quite as picturesque as the bar, but you know, you do what you can. We all sat down. Neva tucked me into her dress, I guess. Look at how big that dress is. These girls have been dancing in my band for I don't even know how long. A long, long time. Love them more than anything. So we got all cozy in the shell here and took our picture. And ta-da! When we went back inside, we had discovered that we had moved booths to kind of like a different part of the bar. It was a nice change of scenery. When you're in a tiki bar, like the best thing you could possibly do is move around a little bit because there's so much to see. We got another quick little fire show, the last cocktails, and then I declared myself done. I didn't mean to actually knock that over, but you know, that was that. My buddy Donnie said farewell to this big statue guy. He thought that was the funniest thing in the world, saying bye to him. And then we took off back to the hotel. And that's it. That was our trip to the Golden Tiki.
Nailed it!
Hello. Normally at Viva Las Vegas, I'll get room service just for breakfast because it's just kind of the most convenient way for me to eat, especially when I've got things that I have to do during the day. Like usually I'm here as a photographer, but this is the first time the Hula Girls have performed at Viva Las Vegas in probably almost 10 years. And we have sound check at 10:30 in the morning. Yeah, that's really early for Viva Las Vegas, especially when like the all-night record hops go till like 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm showing exceptional restraint by just going out last night for a couple of drinks with my dancers and my buddies. And then we came back and I was like, well, that's enough. I'm going to bed. I just want to be up for the task of performing at the pool today, tomorrow, and the next day. It's a bit of a marathon. I'm going to eat and then we'll go down and sound check. I think every day at the pool is going to be busy, but we're going to be ramping up to the giant show on Sunday when it's the Tiki pool party. And
The Hula Girls haven't performed at the Tiki pool party in a lot of years, and man, we're ready. I'm so excited to do this. Let's check out the pool. In just a few days, this place is gonna be absolutely packed. Hell, in a couple hours, this place is gonna be absolutely packed. I arrived to find my guys setting up. Shorty's tuning up his steel guitar there. Bobby Trimble putting his cymbals on his drums. Everybody getting ready for an early morning sound check, which is incidentally gonna bum out a lot of people who are probably still sleeping. Hey, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, 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 check. You always feel a little guilty sound checking at 10 a.m. in Viva Las Vegas because there's a lot of people sleeping and we're out here like thumping on basses and doing whatever Shorty's doing there and me playing guitar. I remember the previous year having one of those pool room views and Shorty's band happened to be playing the pool that year. I had a long late night at the record hop the night before and Shorty's band was sound checking at 10 a.m. From my bed, and with no possibility of him ever hearing me, I was yelling, "Shorty, shut up!" And while there were probably people doing the same thing with me, we had a great sound check. Man, it is gonna be hot at the pool party. Dude, I'm already sweating. It's gonna be so hot at the pool party. But man, I tell you, sound check went super well. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be really fun. Now it's like nap time or something, I don't know. After a short nap, I found myself back at the pool with my go-go dancers. The pool had transformed into a full party. Look at that. All right, well, we just finished playing our first show, Viva Las Vegas, and it was hot. Man, it was so hot out there. But I think we did pretty good. I think the next couple of days, I'm really looking forward to getting in tighter with Bobby. Bobby's kind of our new drummer, and I think it'll be real good once we get to that point. But for now, let's go get a cocktail.
Come on in.
There's Scott.
Make it happen. Making it happen, baby.
You have to autograph this bottle.
Okay.
And this bottle will not be
Drunken?
uncorked.
Oh my God.
Wow. What an honor.
Not this
Prosperity.
Not uncorked.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to wait like a good little girl until it comes to the Midwest.
Oh, and where are you guys from?
St. Louis.
St. Louis, and it's just you can't find it there.
Not yet.
Incidentally, since the recording of this episode, you can find the Breezeway blend in Springfield and Columbia in Missouri. And I am constantly updating the website that tells people where they can find the Breezeway blend. Yeah. And so Scott had to Smokey and the Bandit it over here, huh?
Yeah. I'm running rum now.
Eastbound and down. Ladies and gentlemen, my dancers.
Hi.
I think I'm gonna go with the Breezeway.
Fine choice.
Make it 2, please. Yeah.
I'm sure that you probably just noticed Audrey ordering out of a menu in a hotel room.
Yeah, hotel room parties at Viva Las Vegas aren't super typical, but our buddy Scott Goyette throws some incredible cocktail parties in his room. Look at the hanging lantern garnishes, the ridiculous garnishes that I created for the Breezeway cocktail. He squeezes all fresh juices, nothing is batched, and this is probably one of the best tropical cocktails that you will even find in all of Las Vegas. And he just does it because he likes to do it.
Hey guys.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Who won?
Rick won.
Rick won? You won the bathing suit contest?
He did.
Yeah, I won.
What did you win?
A bottle of Betty Page rum and all this swag.
Oh, very nice.
And so after some cocktails and then some dinner, we went out to see the bands. This is the main ballroom at Viva Las Vegas. And there's just a ton of people dancing on one of the biggest dance floors for roots music that probably currently exists. All kinds of people jiving and swinging. There's our friend Sue from Australia who designed the Breezeway bottle label. We found our spots towards the front of the stage and settled in for some great music, including James Infield. As well as some hard rockabilly from Omar Romero. And in between bands, the dance floor lit up with a DJ spinning vinyl. You can see Audrey there doing the stroll right behind this lady here. Right there she is. So fun night with a lot of dancing, a lot of rock and roll. And eventually we had to call it because we got to get up early to get ready for tomorrow's show. Saturday is a big day for the Hula Girls. We had another gig at the pool, and then hope to go see the car show for a little bit. And then after that, we were doing a special appearance at midnight at Deke Dickerson's Guitar Geek Festival. Something that I had only dreamed about ever being part of. It's just the best guitar players at Viva Las Vegas. Let's say the best or the most interesting guitar players at Viva Las Vegas. And very proud to be part of that.
Y'all, Viva Las Vegas number 27, you all's having a good time. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh, hey guys, I want everybody to give a great big round of applause. DJ Madam X back there. Guys, you can check her out every third Saturday down in what area? Anaheim, down in Anaheim at the Bamboo Club, guys. Spinning tunes over in Long Beach. That's right, over in Long Beach. Speaking of the Long Beach and Orange County area, guys, all the way from Southern California. Oh my gosh, these guys are classic and they do it just French kiss. Mwah. Y'all, they're on High Tide Records. Got a brand new single out called Taboo. Make sure you buy their merch afterwards. Put your hands together for the Hula Girls, y'all.
Well, that was show number 2. Way more happy with that performance than the last performance. But, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. It was 90 degrees on the stage. Yeah, had a couple beers before we played, and it was a lot of, dude, it was so much fun. And I still feel like these are 2 kind of like dress rehearsals for the main show on Sunday. But the audience was great. Somehow I had to bring
the bell, the gong, all of our extra nonsense back to my room with me. I did bring my double neck guitar back because we're gonna do the Guitar Geek Fest tonight with Deke Dickerson, and I wanna be able to I know the song like super well, but I just wanna be able to go over it a couple times before, because you get one shot on a giant stage in front of a zillion people. One shot. So, looking forward to it. Like, can't wait. So honored. I'm so honored to be invited to do a song on the Guitar Geek Fest. It's like the best guitar players at Viva Las Vegas that Deke invites to this thing. Best guitar players or people with weird instruments. So I may fit under that category, the weird instrument category. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up just hanging out in my room, maybe not till midnight. I do want to go to the car show, so maybe I'll go see Chuck Mead from BR549, Lee Rocker from the Stray Cats, and our old buddy Buzz playing guitar with Lee Rocker. So yeah, that'll be a good time. It's just, I'm gonna have heat stroke, dude. It's so hot. Other than that, man, I couldn't be happier with the performance that we had. I think tonight's gonna be one for the memory books. Okay. I should rinse off and then go to the car show. All right. And now for the long walk to the car show parking lot. Let's go. Whoa, getting faster here. And slow down for Eden. Hi, Eden. Okay, and now fast again. Okay, so this is the car show parking lot here. We just have to pass the two matchy-matchies here. So here's the Viva Las Vegas official merch booth. Rows of shops here. All kinds of fancy stuff for burlesque performers and photo shoots and all kinds of stuff. But I arrived to see Chuck Mead up there playing guitar, sounding good. I can't have any of the audio here because we'll get a copyright claim, but yeah, dude, good turnout for him. Some wild guitar moves. There are speakers all throughout the car show, so I thought I'd go for a little walk, listen to the music, check out the cars. As I was enjoying the cars, I heard something on the main stage stirring. Chuck Mead had finished, and it looked like my buddy Tom Ingram, the promoter of all of Viva Las Vegas, was getting an award.
This is a certificate along with some of your past history with my signature and the curator for the Hall of Fame.
As you know, I'm not really the greatest one with speeches, so I'm not going to bore you. I wouldn't have got this without all of you, so this is for everyone who's here as well. Thank you all.
And then, of course, I do have an entertainer's wristband on, so I decided to go backstage and look at these basses. Who could these basses possibly belong to? They're so fancy. I'll tell you who. The headliner of the car show was none other than Lee Rocker from the Stray Cats. You can see our buddy Buzz over there on the right playing his pink sparkle guitar. He was on the show fairly recently. Great guitar player. The influence of Lee Rocker on so many of the people that were at Viva Las Vegas by him being in the Stray Cats in the 1980s, like, is so hard to quantify. And I think if there was no Stray Cats, would I be into this? I don't know. I don't listen to them a ton anymore, but they sure were important when I was younger. I decided that I should probably take off, go rest in my room for a little bit before the night happened, and as I was leaving, I saw Tiki Farm, my primary sponsor, and my buddy Tank, hacking it up. We said that we'd meet up for a beer later, but right now I gotta go back to my room, get cleaned up for the night, because the night is coming quick, and there's a lot to do. So back on the long walk to the hotel, through the casino, and back upstairs. Well, this is the moment. The Deke Dickerson Guitar Geek Fest. This is the biggest thing that I'm concerned about this whole weekend, is this one song in front of some of my guitar heroes and idols and icons, and yeah, so let's go. Gonna need the gong.
for this one song. Yeah, I tell you, I don't really get nervous when I perform, but this is a different thing. This is one song from a dead cold stop, no warm up, no sound check, just go. It's different. So here's the line into the showroom to watch Deke Dickerson's Guitar Geek Fest. Sheesh. Inside the theater, sound check was happening. I went up on stage and kind of took in the sights. I've been sitting in those seats for so many years, and I never thought I'd be on that stage. Especially, like, that was Mitch Polzak, like one of my favorite guitar guys. There's Buzz, fresh off of his show with Lee Rocker. A bunch of other just genius guitar players. Vintage Magnatone amps, like all kinds of stuff. There's like a nervous energy backstage because everybody was like, well, we're all trying something new tonight. And then back at the front of the house, I do want to thank my buddy Scott for filming all this stuff. What a great stage. So Deke's just like, yeah, plug into whatever you like and just go. So that's going to be the plan. Look at all of his guitars on display, double necks, and all kinds of weird stuff. I tell you, Deke's been a buddy of mine for a while now, and if it wasn't for Deke, actually, it might have been more Deke that got me into rockabilly than the Stray Cats, to be honest. But if it wasn't for Deke, I don't think I'd be playing a double neck guitar, because that just seems ridiculous to me. But when I saw Deke do it, I was like, this is rad.
Next week, let me hear you say yeah!
On the stage, Deke was tearing the place up with wild, loud surf music. Meanwhile, backstage, it was kind of the nervous energy of a bunch of cowboys and some hula girls.
Now, we're putting the hula girls on super early because if you know Shorty Cool over here on the steel guitar. Shorty's doing everything here this weekend. Not only is he pretty much running the whole show, but he's playing with a ton of bands, and he's got to be upstairs to play with Jittery Jack and Miss Amy here in a little bit. So I promised that if the hula girls would play the Guitar Geek Festival, I'd put them on nice and early. I've heard that before. Are you good? All right. Without further ado, give it up for the hula girls.
It was precisely at this moment when I realized that Shorty had vanished. But here we go. Oh, and there he is. He's back. Where the hell did he go? Turns out he broke a finger pick for his steel guitar.
That's what he wants. On his own schedule.
And there's the steel guitar that was missing. I tell you, show business. Majority of the bands that are playing this thing are either like country, hillbilly, or like guitar instrumental bands. This is definitely the first time the Guitar Geek Fest has had hula a-go-go dancers on its stage. Well, this is the last day of the Hula Girls at the Viva Las Vegas pool party. And I can honestly say that I am super excited to play. We are warmed up and ready to go, and I can't be more excited. And especially, this is the Tiki pool party day. I was up till 4:30 last night. We played the Deke Dickerson Guitar Geek Fest, a lifelong dream of mine. For real. He has the best guitar players in all of the scene. I mean, everyone from Dwayne Eddy and Dick Dale to Crazy Joe Trishler and Mitch Polzak and like geniuses, Ashley Kingman. And to even be included in an event like that with those guys, certainly not saying that I'm on par with them as far as guitar playing ability, but that the Hula Girls have created something worth sharing. Maybe the idea is on par with those guys. I don't know. But I was up till 4:30 in the morning and watching some crazy wild Japanese rockabilly. It's those dudes from Harajuku or something who like dance all crazy in Japan. I think like every weekend they do like a rockabilly twisting party in the park where these guys just go wild. And it turns out those were the dudes from the band that I saw last night. Crazy. So I'm doing my pre-show ritual, which is a non-sugar, a zero sugar Monster Energy drink, and then go down there, have a couple beers, and we'll get into it. So let's go to the Tiki pool party. When I got down there, just as I expected, this place was going off. Sunday is the place for the pool, and I could not wait to perform for this crowd. On Sunday, the Viva Las Vegas pool is filled with burlesque performers and pinup models, people wearing vintage swimsuits, and more hair grease than a pool filter could possibly handle.
Guys, these guys are Southern California royalty, surf royalty down in Southern California. Guys, they're on High Tide Records. They got a brand new single called Taboo out, y'all. Give it up for the Hula Girl!
Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome to the last day of Viva Las Vegas. I know, it's a bum out, isn't it? Goes by so quick, don't it? It does. But this is kind of like the grand finale, right? The Tiki pool party? Yeah. We're happy to have you here. I'd like to bring up a very good friend of mine, and you all know her if you watch Burlesque Bingo or the Showcase or anything. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Audrey Deluxe. I sprung this on her just a moment ago, and she goes, "So will I know what I'm doing?" And I go, "Most likely no." This is a ship's bell that we were given for playing a maritime museum. She says it's heavy. Go ahead and give that a ring.
Yeah, a lot harder.
A little harder.
God, that's pretty good.
So just kind of fit that in the song where you think it goes. Yeah. We'll see how this works out.
Over the course of the weekend, we performed this song every day, and every day we had a different bell ringer lady on stage.
On the ship's bell, we have a brand new 45 that will be for sale right behind the stage here. This song is called Zombie Stomp. And if you can sing along with us, the lyrics are Zombie Stomp.
Very complicated.
You got it?
Very complicated.
You want to repeat that? Thank you all so much.
All right. That is the last show of the run of Hula Girls shows at the pool party. Dude, first of all, I'm going to die of heat stroke. This, beer is not helping. But what a blast, dude. That's the most fun that I've had in my band, I think, like in a decade. It was so much fun. It is a treat playing with Shorty and Randy and dude, Bobby Trimble. Love that guy. So much fun. So my responsibilities here are done for the weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Viva Las Vegas from the eye of a performer. I've never seen anybody do this before, and probably for good reason. It's a lot of work, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. So with all of the work out of the way, the rest of the night was for music and dancing. And that's another Viva Las Vegas in the books. If you guys would like me to do more of these vlog style things where I go to events, let me know in the comments below. Dude, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you've never been to Viva Las Vegas before, maybe this is a little bit of an insight into what it's all about. This video barely scratched the surface of all of the stuff that goes on there, including the burlesque and the car show and the late night record hops and bands, a million bands. So join us next year. This was not a sponsored video. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Aloha.